You do not need a girlfriend, at least for a teen. Let me explain. You're in the teenage years, where your rapidly, hormone production rapidly increases, and with men, testosterone increases, and testosterone is also kind of a love hormone, but not really, or at least, I think so. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. You're growing, and you start to feel what love truly is. You start to understand it more. You start seeing other friends hanging out with girls, and you want to fit in. I understand that, but you do not need to do that. Because ask yourself first, why are you searching for a girlfriend? Is it to fill a hole inside of you, emotional? Or is it to find comfort with the opposite gender? Almost 90% of the questions will lead to you saying that not really, you probably don't need a girl. But there are some questions that will lead to you saying that yes, I do still need a girlfriend. And to that I say, why not? But not 100%. What I'm saying, you're probably lost in my words, but what I'm trying to say is that if you are from the position to have a girl, then do it. If you are charismatic enough to talk with the girl without stressing and have pretty good connections with girls, then of course go for it. Why not? You never know. A random girl you meet one day could be your future wife in 10 years. But if you are not from that position, don't worry. Because the thing is that you'll soon understand that your life is more important than any opposite gender. Because if you cannot focus on yourself, and if you cannot give yourself the life you want, how are you supposed to support them if you cannot support yourself? Focus on yourself first, then go for other people. Even without the opposite gender is what I had to learn first, because I wanted to do fitness, but I understood that I do not have the greatest body. I wanted to do fitness videos, I did not have the greatest body. What I would understand from that is that I have to be an example out of that. Just like how you have to be a man and an example of your relationship. But I'm beginning to talk about how relationships work, which, to be honest, I'm not from the position to talk about that. But what I can say is that you do not need to worry about love, at least in teenage years. It will all come naturally, trust me. You just have to wait. Trust me. Please, for the love of life, trust me when I say this. Love is best when it comes natural. If you have to force it, or think about if you truly love a person, like I've seen a couple of friends with their relationships, then that's not true love. That's just thoughts, trauma, and there's no seriousness of that. Let me also put some points. Let's say you do find a girlfriend, there is a possibility, even though you don't have to worry about it. Let's say you're charismatic enough, um, girl likes you, you start talking, and then you start dating. Simple as that. It feels like life is so good, which it is, but you're you feel like your life is at the best moments. But let me tell you right now, if you're too young to experience that, if you find love at that young of an age, usually you do not know what to do. If you are dating, however, already, first of all, I want to congratulate you on that. But second of all, ask friends, ask other people on how to correctly lead a relationship. But again, don't stress about it. If you are not in one, live your life. Improve yourself first to improve other people. That's one quote I've heard from a couple of friends who have broken up. And speaking about breaking up, if you do unfortunately break up in a relationship, you have to learn how to handle it. And also, let's say you're not in a relationship. You need to experience rejection and learn how to handle it. If you do not learn how to handle rejection, then trust me, life will not be happy, because you need to understand that life can sometimes reject stuff, right? For example, love, for example, job offers, right? And even if something bad happens, you need to keep moving, right? Go for a relationship rather than improving themselves. For example, well, let me bring a friend into this situation. We'll call him Bob, right? Now, Bob is like tall. He's 14, right? He gets all the girls. Girls think he's charismatic. And let's bring me in. Okay, just for comparison. I'm not saying that I'm the best person in the whole world. No. Far from that. I'm just bringing two people in comparison. Now, Bob doesn't work out. He doesn't do martial arts. And so when high school ends, he'll start to understand that he did get to talk with girls, but did he gain something out of life? And the answer to that will be no. He didn't, because he wasted time on finding girls that probably won't even remember him after high school. Now, let me deliver a final message. Brother, listen to this. Do not go searching for a girlfriend. It will come naturally. Do not stress about other people having girlfriends and you not having any. Again, it will come naturally. Don't worry about that. Third of all, don't rush, even if you have a girl. Do not rush anything. You never know how it could end. And I hope you'll remember what I've said today. And I hope you listened to me. I'll see you at the top, guys.